You look back at your time in Copenhagen, what is the one moment or feeling that will stay with you forever?
I mean, lifting the trophy always stays with you forever. It's in my house, all of the medals, and that's the best thing. That's why you work for all year. And coming there, being the team with the least goals conceded, that was also really, really important for me because after 50 plus goals, you want to have a difference, and the difference was so big that we did the history in Danish football. So winning the league and being the least conceded Superliga team, that was amazing. So I think that moment is just why you play football, to win championships.
We are here now in Valencia, but do you have a last thing you will say to the FCK fans who loved you?
Yeah, I love you too so much. I miss you, and then I hope that I'm gonna come back to the team and try to help to improve us.
Vi er i Valencia, og det er vi jo selvfølgelig, fordi vi senere på dagen skal se FC Copenhagen mod Villarreal. Men vi er her også af en anden grund. En af vores tidligere helte, som blev en kæmpe helt i FC Copenhagen, nemlig Khocholava. Han skal møde os. Han skal sidde her sammen med mig lige om lidt og fortælle sin særlige historie fra sine dage i København. Både de gode ting, som mål imod Brøndby, mesterskaber og være en del af et suverænt forsvar, men også de lidt mere svære tider, hvor han jo blandt andet mistede sin svigerfar i krigen og havde nogle personlige tragedier helt inde på livet. Huge welcome to Kvartibold and Valencia. I don't know if I can say welcome to your own city now, but first of all, David, how are you?
First of all, really happy to see you, and welcome to Valencia. Enjoy your good weather here.
Yeah.
And I'm good. It's been a long time since I've left Copenhagen, but I'm doing good and enjoying Spain a lot.
Let's start at the beginning of your story in Copenhagen. FCK had been following you for a long time before the transfer fully happened. What made you feel that Copenhagen was the right next step for you at that time?
Yeah, actually, Stole was a quite big factor in it because, sorry to say, but he was quite annoying and persuasive when he wanted to sign me, and that was actually the start of me learning about the club, about the culture, about the city, and for the 2.5 years that FC Co wanted to sign me, I became a member of fan base, let's say that way, because the city is amazing, the stadium is amazing, and that was the main reason that I wanted to go there. And when I had the chance, I signed, and I was so happy to do that.
Do you remember the moment where it clicked for you when you thought, okay, yes, I go to Copenhagen? I know you can't say no to Stole, I know that, but you remember a special moment where you thought...
Yeah, I remember the exact moment because I wanted to join FC Co 6 months before, but Shakhtar didn't want to let me go, no matter how much FC Co was paying. And then there was a new coach in Shakhtar, Dette, and he bought his own center back from Sassuolo. And in Ukrainian league there's a limit on the foreign players, so that was the perfect chance for me to explain to the team that okay, maybe I will not play every game, and I want to play every game, and I want to be a part of starting 11 and try to help where I play and to win the championship. So that was the perfect moment, and actually I was in Austria in the hotel, and then my agent calls me. He's like, yeah, we have an agreement with Shakhtar, and I'm like, okay, I'm driving, and we just took a car and drove 6 hours to FC Co camp. I was actually in Shakhtar uniform when I went to FC Co to sign.
What was your first impression when you arrived at the club and met the people behind the scenes?
Yes, super nice, and even now when I'm done with playing football for 1.5 years, I'm still friends with the kitmans, with all of the people that work. Karina is just unbelievable. So all of the days that I was in the club was just getting better and better because the people that actually work there for the players, let's say that way, they are amazing.
And if we go on the pitch, how quickly did you feel that the way FCK plays football suited you?
I mean, as I said, I spent 1 year, 6 months before that watching every game, and the season that I was coming in, it was the season where FC Co conceded 50 plus goals, I think 54 or something like this. So for me, the most important thing was that me, Kevin, Camille, when we were coming there, we had a clear goal of being the best team defensive-wise. So we were actually building it on our own, let's say that way.
But your time in Copenhagen wasn't only about football. Your private life changed in a way no one can prepare for. Your wife is from Ukraine, and when the war started, everything in your private life changed overnight. Can you try to take us back to those first days and weeks? What was going through your mind as a husband, but also as a footballer?
To be honest, I will start as a footballer. The pitch was the only place where I could actually think about football and just focus on something, because first days, and especially when my father-in-law got killed, it was just, I don't know how to say it, but like there's no thoughts, nothing. You just try to be numb and don't think about anything. So it's really hard because you're still a husband, a father, and you have to be there. But yeah, when I had time alone, I was trying not to think about anything and just I don't know how to say it, but be as cold as possible in terms of not being too emotional, because emotions sometimes can be bad, and when such bad things happen, it's difficult to control yourself. So football was the thing that I was actually it was the only 2 hours a day that I was enjoying when I was coming to the training.
So it was some kind of space for you?
Yeah, because you cannot escape the reality at home or even in the streets when you walk or going to the supermarket. But on the football pitch and how I played football, you have to be super focused on every detail or every second. So that was actually helping me a lot in terms of getting away from the problems that we had at home.
But was it difficult? Because that sounds like two different guys at home and at work.
Yeah, it was very difficult, but it was kind of automatic in terms of when you go to the pitch, you know that you're a professional that makes money from it. So I didn't have any options not to be focused or think about my own personal problems, because at the end of the day we are a team, and then we have to perform together.
Could you forget everything when you played, for example, in Parken? At 1.5 hours, I know you can't forget it. But
I mean, there are some moments, I must say, that, let's say there's a set piece or a break that sometimes your head starts to think about something external, but most of the time you forget, because you're enjoying a tackle. I was actually enjoying like I was in a war. So
you were always enjoying a tackle.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's my scoring goal type of thing in football. So
yeah, I know. I can't imagine, but how did you try to support your closest family during that time while you're still needing to train? You need to travel like you're doing now and play matches.
First of all, big thank you to FC Co, and because when war started, they gave me, let's say, a free schedule, and that's a big thing to do for the player to know that, because then I had time to sort my things out. We bring the families from Ukraine, my wife's family, my family. They went to Georgia, so this organization type of stuff when no one knows what's going to happen and no one has a house, basically. It was weeks of preparation and stuff, but then I went back to like full professional mode when after, I don't know, 10 days of Yula's family coming to us, to Denmark. She says, no, I will go back to Ukraine and I'm going to work, because work is all my life. And that was the moment when I was like, oh wow, like if you're saying that when you're a husband that you lived for so many years together, then why can't I do that? And I have no rights, not to be a professional player or just put 100% in everything. So.
But was it a stressful period for you? We couldn't imagine.
Will you believe if I say no?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it was mental, but I mean, that's life, So can I swear? Shit happens, and it's a big problem around the world right now. But we have no right to surrender as people, as human beings. So.
Even though all of that, your connection with the fans grew stronger. Let's talk about that bond. Your relationship with the Copenhagen fans, especially Section 12,
Yes.
became something, special. What did that connection mean to you?
I mean, everything, because I've said it to everyone that when I was missing a game, I didn't want to sit in the VIP lounge or whatever, because football is for the fans, and players we play for the fans, because if you go and see a friendly match that has no fans in it, it's a completely different game. And if you go to Parken with so many people, and especially Section 12 going crazy, that's why we play football, and that's why I played football. So for me, it was just a special thing to enjoy as close as experience possible of football when I was not playing. So when I got injured, or I had yellows or reds, and I had a lot of them, so that was the perfect thing to
go. The war again, the tackle war, yeah?
Yes. And the thing was that I actually had talks with Nice and everyone that don't go there, you cannot jump and everything, but I mean, that's what I enjoy the most. So the relationship that I've built and with the fans, it's just pure respect, and we share the same passion, and we share the same love for the club. So I think I'm hoping that they show that I'm trying to give my everything.
I think so. But was there a moment when the fans and you connected in a special way? Is there a special moment when you remember?
There were so many special moments. I will start with Randers away when we won 2-0. I remember it was 0-0 until 70th minute, and then Falk gives a pass through ball to Håkan. He scores a goal, and I remember we just run back to Section 12 like full pitch, and then we just started to sing the Danske Mestres song, even though the game was not finished, and it was like just so crazy to do it like during the game, because I'm sure Randers players saw it and they lost the game that moment, because you just don't have these crazy idiots that just sing and jump like during the game.
What made the fan culture in Copenhagen? Is there something that the fan culture feel different from the other places you have played?
Super loud.
Super loud.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when you come to Parken, and we had the Champions League teams coming in, like let's say one of the biggest teams in Europe, and saying that our fans are amazing, and it's not just because you're playing in FC Co, it's just worldwide, and the fans that make the atmosphere on the stadium is just unbelievable, especially during the derby, because when I just moved to Copenhagen, I was living in Oosterbo, close to the stadium. And then on derby day, because our apartment was like half empty, so I didn't have the coffee machine. So on derby day, I knew that it was really big, but you have to experience it first. So I went to drink a cup of coffee just in front of the house, and when I opened the door, I saw this, FC Co fans, like, I don't know, 50,000 of them.
The whole city was white.
Yeah, because Oosterbo is just, they marched to Parken.
Yeah.
So when I went outside, I just saw all of the people. I just closed the door. I'm like, okay, no coffee for me today. And actually I scored on that derby. It was my first derby. So.
A big part of that bond also came from you settled in Denmark, not just as a player, but as a person living there. How was it for you and your family to live in Copenhagen?
I would say the only negative thing is the weather. Everything in Copenhagen is just perfect. The city is so beautiful. People are super nice. For the family, you have everything that they dream of, and I think it's a perfect city, a part of the weather.
What surprised you most about Denmark as a country?
In general?
Yeah, in general.
The language. No offense, I love Denmark, I love Danish people, but it's one of the ugliest languages, sorry to say, but
I can imagine.
Like, it's so difficult to like understand, and it took me like maybe 6 months just to get used of hearing the language.
So we cannot take the rest of the interview in Danish?
No, we can. If you want me to answer in Georgian, then you need a translator.
Well, then I have a small problem. When you, from outside, look at the Danes socially and culturally, how did your experience as a foreign coming in?
I mean, Danish people, you are so focused on work and building your future. That for me was actually really nice to learn because there's no show off like in Ukraine or in Georgia. And Danish people, you can meet a guy that has everything in life, financial wise or success wise, and then he looks like just. And for me that was a change because in Ukraine you are just used to show off your money or cars, and then in Denmark I just saw a guy who I knew there was making a lot of money, and he just bikes 20 kilometers in the rain, just happy in the earphones. I'm like, that's incredible.
And maybe on Sundays he was at Section 12 as well.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what I love about Parken also, because you have so many people that during the week they do so many amazing things, and then they just go crazy during the weekend, and that's what I enjoy because I was doing the same in terms of, when I was playing I was super focused on my work, and then when I was resting I wanted to go to Section 12 and go crazy,
Copenhagen became a big part of your life. Can you imagine live there one day again?
I
maybe?
hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Actually, today I'm gonna go meet Nice and tell him that he needs to hire me, and not him, but like the team. So I really hope, and I'm waiting for my coaching license, and I'm also going for another courses. So I really hope that that's my perfect picture to come back to Copenhagen, because I have a feeling that last 1.5 years that I was not playing, I have something to give back to the team and help to improve.
Yeah, because that was my next question, but I can make another one. Which role do you think you could fit in?
Jack of all trades. I mean, I cannot talk right now about it, but I actually have a good project which I talked with one of the departments, and I think we can work on that. But it's ongoing.
Otherwise, you can be the capo at Section 12.
Yeah, with pleasure. But that I can do on the weekends and just work to improve the team, and then on weekends go there like I was doing as a player.
So you will not sit with at the A tribune. You will sit.
Let's say that way. If board allows me, if I'm working in FC Co and board allows me to go to Section 12 every week, I'm not even thinking about it.
David, then came the moment no player wants, the injuries, maybe the loneliness and the decision to end your career. How hard was it to face the reality that your career had to end because of injuries?
Very, very, very hard. I think that's something that no one is prepared, because when you do, how many years are you doing your job?
5 years, this one.
Okay, I was doing 26 years. Same thing, same morning, same breakfast, same nap, same training, second one. So you just come to reality that, okay, you're not you, and you have to start on other things. You have to live differently. So you cannot do things that you are not used to, but it's you. So when actually I needed to finish my career maybe 6-7 months before, because there was many talks with Johannes, Mr. Bosen, with Dr. And the chance to recover was so small that I'm quite sure that they were waiting for me to say, you have to finish, and I was waiting for them to say that I have no chance, because for me even like 1% chance was worth to try. But then I don't know, 1.5 years after, they're like, okay, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, because many players talk about loneliness during long injury periods. Did you feel that too?
I mean, I felt after second surgery that my knee is never gonna be the same, and I'm sure that after every knee injury, it's getting difficult to go back to 100%. But I was feeling that I'm basically disabled, because as an example, when you leg press 100 kilos on single leg, and then you cannot leg press 5 kilos in 3 or 4 months after the surgery, that means that your knee is destroyed, let's say that way.
What about today?
I'm still disabled. Yeah, I mean, I am playing maybe once a week paddle or training tennis, but like no more than 1 day, because then 3 days I need to recover only with the pain, and then 2 days I need to recover with swelling.
Was it all worth it?
Yeah, for sure. The only thing that I regret or want to do more is I wanted to play more, win more with FC Co, and if I knew that I have both of the knees the same, bad, destroyed or disabled, I would be happy to do that.
When football suddenly disappears, many players say they lose a part of their identity.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. I said many times to my wife that, it's like part of me just died, and you just, need to be born with a new person, new personality, and, because you are just so used to this adrenaline, competing with everyone. Like even now when I'm going to, let's say, play paddle and someone's like too friendly, I'm like, no, because I'm just used to it and I love it. And sometimes I'm too competitive even with my friends just playing. No.
I can imagine. How do you see yourself today without the label of a footballer?
I mean, now I'm getting used to. I think first month after retiring was nice. In terms of, we went to vacation, I spent time with friends, celebrated my birthday for the first time in 16, 17 years. So first month it was just like, okay, I have time. And then after 1 month it hits bad. Then you're like, okay, you're waking up and you just want to go train, especially with this idiots, friends of mine playing, every week in Parken. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So it was difficult, a couple of months, I think, maybe half a year. But now I'm getting used to it, and you start to understand that, it's not going to happen, because still I had some hopes, I don't know from where, but,
yeah,
maybe miracle
time will,
happens.
yeah.
Maybe, I get a changed knee or like an artificial knee and I can play or whatever, but then after you get used to it.
Do you feel others see you now compared to before when you were a footballer?
Father?
No,
father.
Okay. Oh, you're still fit.
I mean, compared to what I was, I still have 5 kilo more, so I think a little bit bigger. Let's say that way, okay.
It's difficult not doing a little bit kilos here in Valencia, I think.
Especially with the siesta, paddle,
When football disappears, family often becomes the center of everything. Let's talk about them. Your family has been through deep pain, individually and together. Do you difficult years like those bring you even closer as a family?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, me and my wife, when we overcome these problems with not problems, but like fuck Russia again, but with everything, we actually became closer in terms of we never argued before, so for 6 or 7 years we haven't argued a single time. So but the thing is that here, after retiring, I can spend time with the family, with the kids. They love here, and you can go outside here. I know you will not understand it in Copenhagen, but it's not that windy here. So
now you have chosen this beautiful city, Valencia, a completely new chapter. What made it the place for you now? A new start?
An accident, not an accident, but when we understood that I was retiring, obviously we couldn't go back to Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Georgia because of my government as well. That the position that they held is I don't want to live there. Let's be honest. So me and my wife, we were just sitting on the couch, just thinking where to go to live. So then we decided Spain, and then in Spain we had 3 options. It was Madrid, Valencia, and Barcelona. Barcelona we kicked it out because it's like too touristic. Madrid because it's too big, and then Valencia we're like, let's go try to live there for a couple of weeks. And then when we came here, actually the house that we live now, we saw it too. Like the real estate agent showed us, and we just loved it, and I'm like, okay, we're taking it. So we just moved in like 1 week.
Does it feel like home for you now?
I mean, it's comfortable. home is where my family is, but because I'm used to traveling, I'm used to living in different countries, and I get really comfortable in every city that I live. It's about the people who are around you, and here's actually a part of my family, of course. A great community of people here, Baltic people, Ukrainians, Spanish people, and they're super friendly, and the country itself is super friendly. So I'm enjoying staying here. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what do you do for a living here?
Right now I'm not doing anything apart of doing my licenses for coaching, for management, and then I'm just passive in terms of job. But I'm hoping to get my license as soon as possible, because it needed to be done in this summer, and I'm still waiting because it's like a special program to get the A coaching license from the national team, and it's connected to the games of national team, because sometimes coach can say, okay, we are not doing the courses on this camp, and they postpone it so many times, but they say that in December it will be ready now. So I hope that I'm gonna get the license, and then I'm knocking on Nice's door and like,
we can use every help right now, but let's end
I
this.
I can guarantee that we will concede less.
Let's end on a high note. A moment you have mentioned before. Every Copenhagen fan remembers your goal against Brøndby.
My goals, you're saying like I have scored
okay.
60 goals in 85 games.
Was it 59? Yeah, okay. But your goal against Brøndby in front of Section 12, can you take us through the moment?
Yeah, that's just a perfect start. And, as a player, you are not nervous, but you want to, settle in as soon as possible and say, okay, I'm here and I'm going to be good for you. And for me to score on I think it was third game, because first game was Aalborg 2-2, then Silkeborg 0-0, and then Brøndby. And I had this good game against Silkeborg when we draw 0-0, and then I was like, okay, I can be really good in this in this championship. And then to score a goal it's a mental plus for you, because then you have this advantage of starting good, and you just have to stay on your level. And it was a great feeling also.
When you look back at your time in Copenhagen, what is the one moment or feeling that will stay with you forever?
I mean, lifting the trophy always stays with you forever. It's in my house, all of the medals, and that's the best thing. That's why you work for all year. And coming there, being the team with the least goals conceded, that was also really, really important for me, because after 50 plus goals, you want to have a difference, and the difference was so big that we did the history in Danish football. So winning the league and being the least conceded Superliga team, that was amazing. So I think that moment is just why you play football, to win championships.
We are here now in Valencia, but do you have a last thing you will say to the FCK fans who loved you?
Yeah, I love you too so much. I miss you. And then I hope that I'm going to come back to the team and, try to help to improve us.
David, thank you for sharing your story, both the difficult moments and the beautiful ones. As I said before, everybody loves you in Copenhagen, and it will always be your home, no matter where life takes you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.